Farmers and property owners along the Cache River who've endured years of flooding never thought they'd see this day. The biggest logjam near Grubbs finally being cleared.
We had pretty good flooding in July, and I lost some beans. I lost quite a few soybeans in July from the rains due to the backwater not getting off the property. And so, but what I noticed, instead of it staying up a week after it crested or when it got high, it fell immediately. It was falling a lot, and it had what they've done down here that I've seen today. I mean, it's unbelievable how much it's helped.
Farmers along the Cache River say that due to what they call the Big Drift near Grubbs in Jackson County, even minor rainfall events of around 1 inch would flood cropland, some as far as 20 miles upriver. More than 60 years worth of trash, logs, and other debris accumulated in the narrow channel, creating a natural dam. While funding to clear the logjam had been allocated before, the inability to obtain permits, along with opposition from some concerned the local ecosystem could be harmed, stalled any action.
When I was a kid growing up, we struggled with some of the floodwaters in some of the areas, and one thing I remember my grandpa would always say that after we planted the beans the third time, that was it. We're just going to let the river have the rest of them. So it's, this problem goes back a long ways.
Shannon Davis farms along the river in northern Craighead County. He's a member of the task force put together by Congressman Rick Crawford to address the problem. In March, it was announced the project to clear the logjam would finally be a reality.
It was pretty excited because there were a lot of people that just never thought anything would be done down here. This problem's been building up over the last 50 or 60 years, and everybody was just, for the most part, they said, well, we've been down this road before and nothing has ever gotten done. So, thankfully there were the people in the right places and made the right contacts and saw that there was a definite need to do something, and were able to get things done, and it's paying off.
Well, what we're doing is actually going in and opening up the channel where the water can flow. We're trying to move all the woody debris material and some of the silt, trying to ease it around and relocate it without disturbing the bottom. But whenever you got something that's holding and maintaining the flow of water, stopping the flow of water, then it just continually piles up and piles up and piles up. But if you can eliminate those hazards after we get this section done, then they have a chance to have a river back.
Jackson County Judge Jeff Phillips experienced a severe flood in 2011 when much of Grubbs was underwater and residents had to be rescued. He knew something had to be done and pulled his 9 counterparts from Clay through Prairie County together to serve on the nonprofit association for the project.
We're talking to our senators and representatives on some money that they can help us with for the future, and of course the drainage districts and everything. So we've all worked together, and this is how this has happened. Everyone's finally worked together and realized that there was a problem and that we needed help and something needed to be done. This is going to make a major difference in the livelihoods of people in this area.
The contract called for the excavation company to remove the logjam within 64 days, but they were able to complete the job in less than half that time. And at last, farmers along the Cache River are grateful this decades-long problem is finally being addressed.